everybody? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Now listen, okay? We're gonna be watching a How to Beat on that new show Obsession. I'm excited about it. I was actually I haven't really waited on him to drop a video ever, honestly. But a lot of my friends have watched Obsession. It's one that I want to watch. Y'all know how my belief system is set up and everything like that. But I still would have watched Obsession, no cap. I really would have. I haven't seen the movie, but I really want to see what he thinks about how we could beat it. Me personally, this is my favorite creator that I disagree with on a regular basis, or I feel like even though he's big brain in so many aspects that I'm not, I feel like he misses some things. So I can't wait to actually break this down with y'all. Hopefully, y'all are part of the Notification Nation. If you've never seen my face before, please hit the subscribe button. It's like everybody says it's free. No, it's not. No, it's not. I promise you that I'm gonna put out some quality content that you'll enjoy. You know what I'm saying? It's not free because you feel like you diminish your channel if you just subscribe to everybody. I know. I be watching videos too. I know, but you be like, I don't know if I'm a, it's like you in the anyway. Neither here nor there. Let's get into the video. Let's see if let's see what we got, and join the Notification Nation. We out.
If your loser incel friend wished upon a willow branch to metaphysically enslave your ex to be madly in love with him against her will,
Crazy.
what would you do? In this How to Beat video, I'm gonna break down the mistakes the incel made, what you should do.
What does that mean?
How to beat the one wish willow.
I hear a lot of people saying that, but I don't know what.
Start out following Baron
What is it?
Bear Bailey. Yeah, I'm not calling this jabroni bear. More like a worm with arms. Worm is an incel finally confessing love to his bestie one-itis, Nikki.
I think about you all the time. You're in every song I listen to.
I'm sure Reddit told him that this was a good idea.
So I keep telling myself, don't tell her she's too good.
Ugh.
That I would choose you over everything.
Thank God his bro in the jean jacket is mocking him off the ledge, calling his spineless wet noodle out for that sappy drool. Apparently, this was a mock run with the diner's advice.
Involuntary celibate.
And candy when you go through with this love puke. All right, you can leave now. Asking a woman for advice on how to attract women is like asking a fish how to catch fish.
Oh man.
Common sense, like touch grass in the sun, hit the gym, have some actual life goals outside of this woman who you've never touched before, and then casually flirt with her before asking to.
I feel like you're supposed to grow out of this phase of like wanting to be with somebody and not being with that person. Like I feel like after middle school, that shouldn't be a thing anymore. Shoot your shot. If you get rejected, move on, bro. Life is so much bigger than your neighborhood. It's so much bigger than the person in front of you that does, like, it's so much bigger, bro. It's so much bigger. It's so much bigger. Whatever you're obsessed with, all you gotta do is especially if you have an obsessive personality, you could put yourself in another situation, and in that situation, you'll find something else to be like to dump your time into. Dump your time into healthy things. But I'm just saying.
Grab drinks together sometime. Naturally escalate from there.
I'd like a double espresso so I could stay up all night. Cause I'm in the mood to
I'm giving this pathetic.
Where did that come from? What is that a real movie, bro? Like hello? What was that? What? All right, bro. All right.
Simp about a 0% chance of taking this advice and a 100% chance of this ending very poorly. Oh look, Baron's cat named Sandy croaked after consuming his mom's oxy stash. But why, Sandy? The bottle said, "Do not eat." Can you not read? It's not at all surprising that these dumb allowed this to happen. With the worm's journey to the dark side almost complete, he heads out to meet up with Nikki for trivia tonight. There's just one stop that he needs to make first. A spiritual trinket store to pick up a new necklace for Nikki. That's where he spots the One Wish Willows. The box reads, "Spark the middle and break in half." Open the package to a magical jingle and a surprise. Hold the One Wish Willow. Gently break it in half and state your wish clearly. Wait up to 24 hours for your wish to come true. Disposal: after granting your wish, the one willow loses its magical properties. Cool. They're only $7, so if you believe that, you might as well grab a few. Start small with your first wish to test it out.
Yeah, well, they've been pretty popular.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, he said you grab a few. You at least got to get two. Because what if it's like a monkey's paw, right? What if you could wish for something and then you could just what is it? Why? Whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here, bro? Hey, yo. Anyway, whoa. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. You can have one and then undo it. That's how it.
Popular since we put them out. Everybody wants a wish.
No, because they actually work. I would have cleared the whole store out and gone straight to the
He's a scalper, chat. Chat. He admitted he's a scalper.
distributor's source the second I found out that they worked. Which begs the question, why on earth would a seller of magical wishes sell them in a trinket store for a few bucks wholesale? This message is sponsored by Raycon. Nerds, summer is here, and there's no better time to clip in a pair of this video's sponsor, Raycon's Essential Open Earbuds. Like when I'm working flexible ear I can seamlessly and come back and complain. Sheer mentions is that the people who use them come back.
Hey, hold on. Why did one disappear? Where did she pick it up? One of them is
Use
gone.
them, come back and complain. What? That their wish came true with all the inevitable unintended consequences, and you never thought to try
And now it's
One
back?
Wish Willow yourself to test it out? It's not like they cost
And
$1
now it's
million.
gone?
Maybe you could wish for an IQ bump, so you don't have to work at a job you clearly hate. Baron, Nikki, Sarah, and Ian all go out, grab drinks, blah blah blah, and eventually when the night ends, Baron volunteers to take Nikki home. It's clear Nikki's into Baron, asking about his feelings for Sarah, who's also into him, telling him how much she cares about him, how he's the only one that she can talk to, and about her need for love, and ultimately flat out demands that if he likes her, now is the time to say it.
I think we're good friends.
Weak, man up, count to 3.
So if that means that well, I mean, even if you get in your own way, you're like that would. I mean, he has 2 potential interests that are interested in him. He's only interested in one of them. I mean, buddy got motion. Buddy got motion. He just don't know what to do with it. But he got motion. He got motion.
Go up and knock on her door. When she opens it, say, Nikki, I really like you. If she says nothing, parts her lips, looks into your eyes or mouth, move in for the kiss with one hand around her waist and the other tucking her hair behind her ear. Pause for a breath just before touching her lips to build anticipation. If she doesn't pull back, kiss her lightly at first, then pick her up, slam her into the wall.
Yeah, this dude reads romance novels 100%, bro. 100%. He be turning pages, bro. 100%.
And French kiss her. Obviously. I get it.
Hey, yo. What, bro?
Then pick her up, slam her into the wall, and French kiss her. Obviously. I get it. Easier said than done if you're an inexperienced, unconfident jabroni like Baron, whose dad is clearly out of the picture and is being raised by a pill-popping single mother. Look, the reason why Baron me off so much is that as much as it pains me to say it, there was a time way back when I was like that. My brain still haunts me with that cringe from time to time, suffering from his own inaction. Baron takes the easy way out. No, not that one.
Whoa.
Fortune cookie to magically fix all of his problems without putting in the work himself. This can only end badly, as all weak men seeking shortcuts do.
I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the world.
You idiot. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me would have sufficed. More than anyone in the world, that's where you went wrong. Your wish just implied that Nikki needs to love you more than anyone could love anyone in the world. There are a lot of psychopaths out there who have extremely twisted versions of love, and you just put Nikki at the very end of that extreme. You'll be lucky to make it a week without murders occurring. At max, don't wish for something permanent when God knows how many unintended consequences could occur. A temporary...
My thing is, as well, like, it's always going to get higher. It's always going to get higher. And also, that is like a loop that you can't break. So let's let's talk about this like if it was like in code or something, right? If you set something to the max and then somebody else set something to the max, now the max is stagnant, right? Or standard until it becomes, or static. That's the word I was looking for. The max is static until it becomes dynamic, right? Which means somebody else wishes the same thing about somebody else, and it moves up 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 and it. That was a That's why God didn't give us. I'm just saying we're stupid, bro.
Short duration would be good enough. Just wish for Nikki to give you a chance romantically for a couple weeks. Then you'll know if you even like her. You should have wished to be more confident, a little bit more jacked, bank account to be full of money. I don't know, stuff as many wishes into one wish as you can. Wishes that better yourself. Still, if this one wish Willow actually worked, it would behoove you to go back, buy.
Also, if they're as powerful, because if you remember Aladdin, right, there were like limits to like magic. I know it's a different universe or whatever, but if this was as powerful as, you know, the movie is making it, do you know how selfish that wish was? Crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy, bro. Just, oh man, walk in a hospital and make that wish. You know what I mean? Walk into a police station and make that wish. You know what I'm saying? Like, walk into an airport and make that wish, bro. Like, come on.
Some more, test the wishes and to be careful with your wording. By wishing Nikki loved you more than anyone in the world, you certainly created a stage 5 clinger. The problem with this wish is that you also significantly altered her personality. The Nikki you actually loved cared about other things, had an aloof chill about her, had her own goals and motivations, and, you know, most importantly, had free will. You basically just metaphysically enslaved this hot babe to bang you. Cool. Except it's not. Because the One Wish Willow works 60% of the time. Every time.
What the
Uh-oh. What's the matter, Bear? Trouble in paradise? Seems Nikki has moments of lucidity where her consciousness breaks through the Willow's wish powers. Well, that sucks.
That was horrifying, bro.
How are we supposed to do it when it's a roll of the dice whether or not she wide-eye freaks the out? Cue the Google research montage. Bro, I know you're clueless, but you don't need Google to know that this thing worked. Is part of the wish that Nikki has to be creepily hidden in shadows at all times, and to be a total psycho that exhumes a person's dead cat to hold a ceremony in the kitchen where it perked up? What the hell, One Wish Willow? I said I wanted her to love me. I didn't say crazy in love. The next day at work, Baron debriefs Ian on the situation, her panic attack, her dad having cancer, etc. Their conclusion is that Nikki must have slipped a Molly or something. I guess she has a history of that. Nikki's still a little starey. Generally, though, she seems to be a bit more normal. Or not. Later that night, when Baron's talking to Ian about her, a shadow that was standing outside his window watching him moves to the door. It's Nikki, in a red dress, in the shadows, apologizing about being wasted on MDMA that night when she went crazy on him. Obviously, we know that Nikki may have overheard.
Let's find out what MDMA is. It is a synthetic psychoactive drug that alters the mood and perception. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Baron and Ian suspecting that she was on Molly. Not sure
Oh,
Baron knows
the
that
same
she
thing.
knows.
Okay.
The whole thing is a mess. Because the lies, deception, and emotional manipulation is the Willow attempting to reconcile the intermittent rifts of lucidity between Nikki's self and its fluctuating power over her. To me, this is an obvious, plausible explanation for what's going on.
When you have like a biblical filter on your life, basically that those things are like assigning demons task, right? I know this is a movie or whatever, but like in real life, that's what that's kind of what it would seem like if this actually happened to somebody and they weren't like, you know, covered in the blood of Jesus. Basically, they're assigned like I want this to happen, and then you do the ceremony of breaking it, and then you just assign that to a crazy, bro.
given the absurd coincidence and sheer magnitude of Nikki's attraction towards Baron. As for what to do about it, maybe let it ride a little longer, see if the rifts mellow out a bit. I don't know, that dead cat thing was messed up.
That cat
She's
was
too
stiff,
far on
too.
the crazy side, in my opinion. Maybe this is all just a bumpy transitional period
So
with the
scary,
Willow.
bro.
I definitely think Baron needs to go back to the store, buy up the rest of them, keep them safe, and if Nikki does anything more crazy, seems unhinged in any way, I would attempt to use another wish to nullify his previous wish.
Okay,
I feel
he's
like
there.
that would be a safe wish without unintended consequences. Sure, Nikki will probably wake
What's
up,
on her face?
remember what she did, remember the enslavement that the Willow had over her, and resent or hate you for putting her through that. Which, to be fair, it is extremely f***ed up. But at least then your relationship would be honest. You wouldn't be perpetually torturing her with the get-out style of spiritual hypnosis. And she won't be likely to have a complete psychotic break where she strangles another woman to death for flirting with you. Seems Nikki was convincing in her apology. They're both now dating, being all cute and lovey together, sharing memes at work. I want to wear your skin as a sweater.
No.
I'll be right back. I just...
Did she make that as AI? That actually happened back in the day in South America. I remember it was like a princess got sent somewhere, and then like a priest, like then the rest of her people came. They were supposed to be like hanging out and chilling, and then the priest walks out like wearing her skin. Bro, smoke on, bro. Everybody gotta die, even the people I came with. Like everybody got it. No, I'm just saying.
need to go home and grab something from my safe. While Baron and Nikki are out on a date having fun, Ian hits him up and enacts bro code. Apparently, he did some digging on Nikki's dad. Turns out he's healthy as a horse, hasn't missed a day of work despite Nikki saying that he'd been out for weeks, and the hospital hasn't heard of him. She flat out lied about her dad's cancer. He adds, Sarah told me today that Nikki always said that you were like a brother, and the thought of being with you grosses her out. And hey man, take it with a grain of salt, people can change, but you should know because this is all weird. He's even rationalizing it too, thinking maybe Sarah was just jealous, maybe Nikki was embarrassed or didn't want to admit that she liked him when she thinks that Sarah has feelings for Baron too. I don't know. Ian's massively suspicious of the whole snap change.
I gotta hear that again. What? That I was really trying to like lock in on that, and it didn't sync. Let's see.
One, Ian hits him up and enacts bro code. Apparently, he did some digging on Nikki's dad. Turns out he's healthy as a horse.
But she told him that her dad was sick before the Willow, right?
Hasn't missed a day of work despite Nikki saying that he'd been out for weeks, and the hospital hasn't heard of him. She flat out lied about her dad's cancer. He adds, Sarah told me today that Nikki always said that you were like a brother, and the thought of being with you grosses her out. And hey man, take it with a grain of
So
salt.
they had talked
people
about
can
it.
change, but you should know because this is all weird. He's even rationalizing it too, thinking maybe Sarah was just jealous, maybe Nikki was embarrassed or didn't want to admit that she liked him when she thinks that Sarah has feelings for Baron too. I don't know. Ian's massively suspicious of the whole snap change in Nikki's personality, hinting that whatever's going on is liable to end up like Netflix's Maternal Instinct documentary. Well,
I didn't watch that. Should I watch that? Y'all leave it in the comments if I should watch that. I have not watched that. That seems like Texas. That seemed like Texas. It can't be Tennessee because it's too flat. It got to be Texas. It got to be somewhere. I bet that looked like a Texas license plate. That got to be Texas.
the rest of this date's gonna be awkward.
Bear, I love you so much. I don't think I could live without you.
This is the perfect time and place to call out her lie about her dad's cancer.
No.
Nikki's all like, does it even matter if I lied about my dad's cancer? And Baron's like, not for tonight. One last hookup before I hit up the trinket store for another Willow branch to factory reset this crazy. I get what you're going for, but that's a risky play. She's watching him sleep at night, screaming at him to stay in bed, making him sleep while she watches him and cries. Why don't you love me? Duct taping the door shut. The chick has the smile curse too, and she's wetting herself. In the lunch she packed him, there's pictures from spy cameras and selfies while he's sleeping. I swear to God, if you eat the food that she packed you, you are one dumb son of a. And then this worm has the gall to beef with Sarah and act like she has a problem with Nikki for no reason. Oh my God, you have a problem with Sarah calling out this weird behavior? You literally just looked at the psycho pictures Nikki took of you, just left the house after an insane psycho night and psycho morning with a duct tape shut door. And you're upset with Sarah thinking Nikki's acting a little weird? Well, enjoy your cat sandwich.
Oh my God. There, are you okay?
On their way home from
Bruh. What's the verdict?
and you're upset with Sarah thinking Nikki's acting a little weird? Well, enjoy your.
How in the world did you eat that? You know how that cat was buried, taken back, and then on the kitchen floor. There's no, like, you're just raw dog. Like, you couldn't smell. Like, what? I guess
Cat sandwich.
Oh my God. There, are you okay?
On their way home from work, Ian escalates to BroCon 2, saying that he didn't invite him to a party because he wanted nothing to do with him. Because it really looks like Nikki's having a mental break and Baron's taking advantage of her. Not a good look. Ian finally capitulates and says he's invited to the party.
I don't really feel like he's like winning the situation. I feel like he's just breaking down the movie, and I'm enjoying the ride. I'm in the back. They're in the front seat. I'm in the back seat, just hanging out. I like this. Let's keep going.
But Nikki isn't, and if she's not crazy and codependent, she'll be fine with that. Before returning to stage 10 Klinger Hell, Baron dials customer service on the One Wish Willow box. The customer service bro tells him that,
Hurrah, Shitty Walk, take an order, please.
Is this One Wish Willow?
Yeah,
Okay, then I would like to cancel.
we don't really do that.
only after his death does the wish end. It's actually a hilarious call because it's just some mellow, apathetic hippie dude. Hilarious until he asks if Baron wants to talk with Nikki. Oh my God. I would not go inside after that. Again, trinket store, buy another. Wish to nullify my previous One Wish Willow wish. Or reverse time back to the night before I bought the One Wish Willow, while retaining all my.
Okay, he's cooking now. Now he's cooking. He has the stove on. But I would have done the first thing he said though. I said that previously. Just, you should have bought two to begin with. And if it doesn't work, just keep Pokemon. You know what I mean? I'm ripping packs, baby. Let's go.
My knowledge of the time since. Something like that. You would need to be extremely careful with how that one's worded. I think the safest bet is just to nullify the wish.
Yeah.
Nikki may kill you for what you put her through, and
How would
that
she
would
know?
be entirely justifiable given that by now you absolutely know what you're doing despite the stupid face you put on, and are absolutely complicit in perpetuating her enslavement so your incel can finally get laid.
Yep.
Disgusting worm of a human being.
Yep.
There are 40 minutes left of this movie, and I'm getting concerned that Worm is going to keep this crime going up until the very end with his soppy.
It is a
Why are
crime.
you acting weird? Can you stop being weird? I don't know what to do. Leave Nikki alone. I'm getting real sick of this. I don't think the boys' night only party is going to go over well.
Ian said it was a boys' night.
That's so weird.
Was that from a human? What, did she doodle on the
Leave
floor?
Nikki alone. Can you stop being weird?
Hold on, let me go back.
To
Let me
this
go.
movie, and I'm getting concerned that Worm is going to keep this crime going up until the very end with
What
his
the-
soppy. Nikki, why are you acting weird? Can you stop being weird? I don't know what to do. Leave Nikki alone. I'm getting real sick of this. I don't think the boys' night only party is going to go over well.
Ian
Why would you even ask that, bro? Why would you? What he wanted, chat. This is what he actually wanted, right? He didn't want her to like love him more than anybody else. What he wanted was for her to be the dominant personality in their relationship. He wanted a relationship. He wanted her to come and tell him that she liked him and where they were going to eat and where that's what he wanted. He wanted her, but he wanted her to be the confident one. He didn't want to risk anything. He didn't want to get his feelings hurt. He didn't want to, he just wanted her to like grab him by the collar and say, "You're claimed, you're mine now." That's what he wanted. He wanted to be the cave girl and her to be the caveman, and for her to bonk him on the head and drag him like to their cave or whatever. That's what he wanted. When he asked for what he asked for.
So weird. Sarah was telling me that she's going.
Yeah, the party is super awkward on account of her story time about an incestuous, highly disturbed retelling of Hansel and Gretel.
If not, I would fillet his meaty forearm, roll it like a stick of licorice, and insert the flesh between my legs.
Okay, that's enough of that. I think it's high time Baron takes this bitch out back and bops the base of her skull with a ball peen. Baron's up next. He picks up a brick. Oh god, the dare is to kiss the person to your left. Lie about the dare. Say the most embarrassing thing that you did as a kid, then put the brick face down. Do not say out loud what that dare was, because Nikki is liable to murder this chick.
Why the hell is Nikki way over there sitting between two dudes? You don't even like her, gang. You don't even like her, gang. That is not his love interest anymore. That's his girlfriend. Why would my what? Bro, let's talk about, bro. Why would my girlfriend be on the opposite side, down from me, sitting between two dudes, and I'm sitting over here with a chick? That's, hey, bro, I guess.
Nobody here's gonna call you out for lying about the dare after the performance that Nikki just put on. You think Sarah's gonna say a damn thing? No, there's no need for it. It's only gonna cause a problem.
Kiss the person on your left.
I know I say this all the time, but Baron might be the biggest dumb I've ever seen. It's not long after that Nikki has another freak-out moment of lucidity. This time, she's taken the opportunity to end her suffering with a broken piece of glass to the face. I don't think that that's gonna work. The willow power must be redirecting her arm away from her neck to her face to save her own life so that she can continue to exist and love Baron for eternity. That night, Nikki quietly tells Bear that she's asleep, that it's the real her, to please kill me. Baron says,
What would be so bad about being with me?
Baron has officially become the villain. I mean, he always has been since breaking the willow and wishing for her enslavement, but knowing full well that the real Nikki is trapped and enslaved inside her body is unreal levels of depraved sociopathic incelity. And now he's perpetuating the lie about her dad's cancer to Sarah to run smoke for his slave operation. Sarah says, I really do like you, Bear, and I don't think you should be with Nikki. I promised Ian I wouldn't tell you this. Nikki and Ian have been hooking up on and off for like 2 years. It's super chill, not romantic, and Ian really does care about you, Bear. But a few weeks ago, Ian cut things off with Nikki and she was acting so weird. We thought she was dating you to get back at Ian. Cool story.
Kiss me.
This movie fire. This movie fire, bro. Yo. You remember the episode of Black Mirror where that lady gets trapped inside of that stuff, man?
They get rid of the body, after which Baron races back to the Willow store. He's entirely convinced that he can't make another wish himself using another Willow branch. But like, why not? Have you tried? There's nothing on the box that indicates you can't make another wish.
Jingle, hold,
with another willow branch, just that the willow branch that you snapped no longer contains the magical power. I don't give a shit that the store cashier is saying that you only get one wish. The guy's an idiot. Yeah, it's one wish per willow branch. He does say that another person could nullify your wish with their wish. And who would want to waste their one wish on fixing your problems, idiot? Baron goes back to Ian to make this demand, telling him all about the one wish willow, and that's why Nikki's been acting crazy.
Nah, it's effed up. So now that she's caught a body, now you want her to become back regular so she can go to prison for the rest of her life? Oh, okay. All right, gang. That's you. This bro off him. Get him out. All right, bro.
Easy. Ian's like, right. I wish for $1 billion and snaps it. 2 more left. Maybe he can get Nikki to make that wish to nullify it. He's certainly running out of chances unless the Willow distributor cranks out more inventory. Until then, he has to assume that these two are it. I would bribe Sarah's dad to say the wish and snap it. Some old dude who's not greedy and doesn't give a shit. Nikki could work, or it could not. She's completely unhinged and unpredictable. Maybe Nikki would have a moment of lucidity, regain control, and wish something hellish upon you in revenge. Maybe Willow Nikki wishes, I wish Baron Bailey loved me more than anyone in the world, dooming you to the same backseat fate as Nikki. This outcome is extremely likely, and thus, the strategy of getting Nikki to create this nullifying wish is far too risky. This is who you're gonna hand a one-wish Willow to? Dumb. Oh look, it's Ian. Nikki! Bro should have taken the money and ran. Let me see. I could insert myself directly inside my depressed loser friend's psychotic Stockholm Syndrome domestic violence habitualized codependency, or I could bag up the billy and ghost myself to start a new life far away from this BS. Start out buying cash flow businesses to launder the money. Yeah, I'm going with that option. Alright, too late to nullify your existing wish because now you're going to jail for the rest of your life after causing the murders of your 2 best friends and probably Nikki too here in a few seconds. At this point, you're gonna have to wish to go back in time to reset this disaster. Or you could suck on the barrel of the revolver and take the easy way out. Well, I guess they're both easy way outs, but actually, yeah, he should go with option B. Blow his brains out. Screw this worm. But you already know he's not going to go through
Coward.
with it. He opts to
I don't know, like not coward, you know, because it's not. It's just, he kind of should. He kind of should not. Just, bro, free the. Bro, I didn't. It's tough, bro. That's a tough one. That's a
perk
tough
up
one.
like his cat Sandy did instead. Before the pills stop his heart cold, he gets up and embraces Nikki with the undying level of passionate love that can only be summoned by a one-wish Willow. Yup, Nikki wished for Baron to love her the same as she loved him. Knew it. Baron dies seconds later, breaking his Willow's curse over Nikki and freeing her to live with the consequences of his actions. Her life destroying memory of everything the Willow made her do, and if she's lucky, capital punishment by the law. Ultimately, had Baron been a bit more careful with his wish wording, attempted to nullify his wish by snapping another Willow, or just sacked up and dealt with reality the honest way, Ian, Baron, Sarah would have survived, and Nikki wouldn't have had all of her innocence, humanity, dignity, and freedom destroyed. For that reason, I would say the one-wish Willow in Obsession was beaten. Moral of the story, hire a lawyer before speaking to the genie in the bottle.
Oh man, yeah. It was a rule though. Unfortunately, it was a rule. Like the you only get one wish thing was a rule. I mean, it's not on the paperwork, but I mean, you can tell in the universe that it's a rule. And Buddy had $1 billion and was trying to. How I would have beaten this, I wouldn't have done it. You know, if you're sitting there like saying like you like me, I mean, you would have got burned because you know your homeboy been cracking, your homeboy been cracking your love interest, even though she wasn't rocking with you, she was just hanging out with him. He would have got burned in the end by the whole situation because he was picking the wrong chick. But yeah, man, I wouldn't have done it. But if I had done it, I'm buying two. I'm buying two, man. They're only $6.99. One in, one out. One in, one out. And you low-key could have played the game so easily. You could have said, hey, you could have went up to your homie and said, hey, man, I wish for something horrible. I really feel like it's affecting my life. I need you to nullify this for me. I need you to just nullify the wish for me. Man, how come you can't do it? But I don't think it would work if I do it, but I need you to do it for me. Man, what you got me into? And he would have just, you know what I'm saying? It's not even that big of a deal. But like I said, hey, Like I say at the end of every stream, even though this isn't a stream, I got a lot of love for you. God loves you. If you need me, Instagram, Discord, I ain't hard to find. Shooters shoot, looters loot. We do a little bit of both. If you've enjoyed my commentary and this real reaction, because I'd never seen this before, please drop a like and a follow. And I'll see you on the next one with another banger. We out, baby.